God has not given you depression or anxiety. God has given you power, love, and a sound mind. This is how depression works. Depression come and keep you stagnant in your past. That's how depression, it creates its power over your life. Depression will come and remind you constantly of all your impossibilities, all the things that you can't do, all the things that you can't become. Depression will hold you in the past. Depression will come and remind you of all the unfair situations. This way can keep you stagnant in your past. Depression will come and tell you about all the unfair situation, all the things that you should have and you don't have right now. Depression will keep you grieving over your loss. The loss of a loved one, the loss of business, the mistakes you made, the mistakes other people made against you. Depression will come and remind you of the people that you truly loved and they betrayed you. Depression will come and remind you of the one that you loved and you walked away on you. Depression will bring so much grief and sadness. You might go on the outside and smile, but deep inside you're grieving because you're living and reliving the past in every day of your life. Depression will make you go into bed very tired and get up in the morning extremely tired. Depression will tell you that your life is going to be always in what happened in the past. What I've done for you, this is it. It's not going to get any better. Stay where you're at. Depression will make you go to life, in everyday life situation, knowing that the worst things are going to come your way. And even if you're giving a good front, depression will come and tell you, even the good things that happening in your life is going to end up very bad. Because he's preparing to imprison you in your past. Then watch out and make sure you take inventory of your thought process, what you're thinking about. The story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, as much as that God told them don't eat the apple, but the significance I see in the story, who gave them the apple? Who's giving you depression? Who is forcing you to relive the past every day of your life? Anxiety, on the other hand, work side by side, and some people, they swing between depression and anxiety, going back and forth. Anxiety, on the other hand, work in a different way. Anxiety come and will petrify you, will put so much fear on you toward your future, make you so scared taking any positive steps toward your future. Anxiety will come in a physical way and will make your heart beat so fast that you might think you have a heart attack. You're scared that you going to work and might get fired. You're scared of somebody gonna leave you in the future. You're scared of loving somebody because you're filled with anxiety. You're afraid you might trust somebody, they're gonna leave you. They left you in the past, depression. They're gonna leave you in the future, anxiety. Anxiety and depression work side by side. One is holding you in the past. The other one is destroying the future. And that's why God is coming today with a vision to free you from anxiety and depression. Who's writing your story? The pen of depression and anxiety? Who's controlling your steps? Is controlled by anxiety and depression? That's why the Bible was so clear about day in and day out. God said, today I'm going to deliver you. Today I am the Son of Righteousness, and the healing is in my wings. Today the Bible said, I can do all things in Christ. Today, who strengthened me. Today, the Bible said very clear that goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. And now, and today, God is taking the pen from depression and the pen from anxiety, and today you're going to speak to it and you're going to start writing your own story. Your life will not be written by the pen that you have no control over. Anxiety and depression will not control you anymore. You're going to go to bed very healthy. You're going to get up in the morning and know that it's a day closer, knowing the Most High God, accomplishing your dream, freeing other people from depression and anxiety. Share the good news that God has not given you depression or anxiety. God want to cover you today with His amazing love. Depression is so wicked, so with anxiety, because your today don't exist. You're held in the back with depression, or you can't take any steps toward your future. That's why God came, that He will free you from your past. And no matter what happened in your past, God is going to restore it 7 times. What the enemy tried to steal from you, 7 times. Then today, I'd like you to join me and join others and pray with them that God will help you to overcome where you're at. The story of the prophet Ezekiel. God asked Ezekiel, what do you see? Ezekiel said, I see dry bones. He said, can you speak to the dry bones? Ezekiel said, that's kind of crazy. Why would I speak to dry? He said, speak to them that they might come back as a mighty army of God. And Ezekiel did what God asked him. And all of a sudden, they were covered with flesh, a spirit, and they became a mighty army of God. Today, would you stand up with the Most High God? Would you tell depression, you are no longer having control over my life? The Bible said that rejoice in the Lord. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Would you today speak to your depression and say, you have no power over me? Would you today speak to your anxiety and say, I will step with God like Joshua and I will possess the land that He has given me? God has things that is with your name on it. All what you have to do today is to not to be more controlled by your past, nor afraid of the future, but like Joshua said, we will go with God and we will possess the land that He's already given you. Get your share of joy. And today God is going to kind of exchange with you. Instead of agony and depression, He's going to put a garment of praise on you. When you do this, your face will change. Your look will change. People will see something brand new in you. And that's the touch of the Most High God that freed you from the deception of depression and anxiety. This is a message that might change your life if you just stand by the side of the Most High God and speak to your depression like Ezekiel speak to the dry bones. He spoke to it and they came to life. Today, would you join your hand with the Most High God? Would you stand by His side and tell Him, I am no longer a slave to the depression or anxiety. I am no longer going to relive the past or be afraid of my future, because you have healed my past and have no power over me. And I'm going to forgive the people that caused it. And I believe that you are fair, that everything that happened is unfair. You're going to turn it around for me. Would you join your hand with Him and believe that He's given you the power to overcome depression and anxiety? Today will be the day that you can say, let the poor say I'm rich. Let the weak say I'm strong. But you have to say it. Would you speak to your depression and anxiety? Would you stand on your feet right now and say, I am no longer gonna follow depression or anxiety. I'm gonna follow the Most High God. Thank you very much for watching this message. If you find this message was useful to you, by any meaning, helpful to you, would you please share it? Let the glory of God cover all the earth. One person at a time, one share at a time. God bless you, and you guys have a fantastic week. See you next Sunday.